Really enjoying this match. It's been like lightning, hasn't it? And, of course, Alan, Rianne and Jimmy watching on. Is it everything we expected, Jimmy?
Yeah, well, you know, Xintong's come out and potted two fantastic long reds in that first frame, settled him, showed us what he can do, you know, on the big stage. And then Ronnie's hit back. There's a couple of misses from Ronnie in the first couple of games that we're going to show you. But, you know, amazing snooker already, you know, like what average shot time, average frame time, 10 minutes or something. You know, fantastic to watch.
Yeah, and what a wonderful reception both players got. But I think in particular Zhao Xintong, because he must have been nervous and it felt like a very long walk. But what a beautiful moment for him.
Yeah, he looked very nervous right at the start, but then he started interacting with the crowd and then he started smiling and everything and sort of absorbing the atmosphere, and he's just loving life, being out there, one table set up. It's like an exhibition sort of event for him, the way he showed it started the match. But yeah, those butterflies in that stomach can get you adrenaline going, can't they?
Yeah, that's what I actually think Rianne's hit nail on the head. It feels like a practice match. It doesn't feel tense at all. There's the first shot and it goes, hand on the bed. That's the one thing Ronnie's got to bear in mind here. He's let the young man have a go at 7 long reds in total. And he can't afford that, because if he gets his hand on the bed, generally they're all going to go in. So he must be mindful of that. But as I say, it's been not an exhibition, but it's been relaxed and just getting, you know, both playing quite nicely. Ronnie's been a wee bit struggle at the
And
start,
not the performance of someone who's been, you know, never in a semi-final of a World Championship before. You remember your first semi-final?
Yeah, of course. I played Hurricane Higgins. He went on to win the World Championship, one of the most classic matches. Yeah, amazing, you know, an amazing experience for Xintong. When you say it looks like an exhibition, because that's how good they are on the eye, both of these guys. They're so good to watch, but make no mistake, they're giving it everything.
Frame 2, Ronnie, not so good on the eye, Rianne.
Yeah, but there's been a lot of talk about new cue, new tip, but for me it's mainly the ferrule that's throwing him a little bit. I mean, he's played for years and years playing a certain way where certain shots you have to aim with a little bit thicker or thinner, but with the titanium ferrule, because there's less throw, you can aim centre pocket most shots. So, yeah, I just think he's throwing him, when you get in the zone, I think he feels that comes more natural, but when he's dipping in and out, he's finding it hard to refocus, and obviously it's giving Xintong chances in amongst the balls. But, yeah, I think that's the main difference with Ronnie.
I think as well, you know, this is, you know, a lovely red there to secure frame 2. It seems to me the only area where he's really lacking for me still, Xintong, is his shot selection. The very odd one. Ronnie's shot selection's pristine, but as Ronnie says, he's using this new piece of wood. It'll take a bit of getting used to. But he's always got that, like the Higgins, like the Williams. Their shot selection is perfect. So that's an advantage straight away. So it's interesting to see whether that'll continue.
Yeah, 60-62 from Xintong, 64-73 from Ronnie. I mean, if this team continues, we're going to be royally entertained. How have you read Ronnie's body language out there? Do you feel like he's happy out there?
As soon as, you know, he's keeping still on the shot, and once he potted that long red to settle him down, you know, and listen, he's not going to stand for someone being on the table longer than him for too long. He's going to produce something, and he started to flow a bit, and there were some nice positional shots, nice control. So, see, Ronnie, with a new cue, a new tip, new ferrule, you know, in the balls, he's still going to be brilliant. As Alan said, he plays the right shots all the time, makes it easy. But sometimes, with long shots, and especially thin shots, with a new tip and that titanium ferrule, you've got to get used to that. So he's not on point with that yet.